everyone, Charlene Bauer, Ladiesoffroadnetwork, Network, and we are live at 5 on a Tuesday, and it has been a fast week. It has been ripping and roaring and all kinds since I saw you guys last Tuesday. In fact, it's kind of been a little bit of a blur. But I owe you a story first because I put this in the chat earlier. I'm like, you would not understand what happened at 11 o'clock today. So at 11 o'clock today, we had a SEMA presentation. I presented about networking, which was amazing. It was a bunch of fun. It was a 25-minute or so presentation, and then we broke out, and then we had some group thoughts, and then we came back together again. It was awesome. This was the scene right here, and so that's why I wanted to bring you into this scene. But just before we went live, I took the cat's bells off because you guys are used to having piston and oil come by. Like, it doesn't even matter to you. You're just super used to it. Well, there goes oil. I mean, I guess you go like that, right? And here comes piston, whatever. But this is SEMA. Like, we're trying to be a little more presenting and a little more up-leveling, I guess is the thing to say. Yes. So I took their bells off. Well, that usually says, okay, it's time for us to chase. Like, we love playing chase. We can't hear each other. It's what I call stealth mode. It turns into entertainment value for me, especially. But that's not how it went. No, Oil decided he wanted to be right in the middle of everything. And so he just started walking right across here on this table. He hung out, he looked, he was like, hey, how's everybody doing? And then he was done with that. He came back around, and then he jumped up on my lap, and he would not get off my lap. And normally I would just let the tail go across with you guys, but I push his tail down so that as he went across, his tail wouldn't just woo. Oh my goodness, it was an amazing time. Yes, super funny. So then he wanted to hang out even more, so I lifted him up so that his head at least could be in the screen. I'm like, okay, here, you can hang out. So I know there was a couple of you that joined in with me this morning. I appreciate you guys for joining. And if you didn't, it will be on a replay, and I will let you know as soon as that replay comes available. So that was this morning, super funny, just something that we all take for granted. We just let the cats kind of do what they want, but I'm trying to be professional here, people. SEMA deal. So, super funny, yes. But since last Tuesday, Kim, who's actually on right now, hi Kim, she was here. She was our first lady here for the adventure of the week. And on Wednesday, we did our next Tread Lightly Tread Trainer certification. We got another group of ladies certified, which I'd like everybody to know takes us over that 30 mark of ladies that have now been certified as part of Ladiesoffroad Network. I am very proud of you guys. This was your initiative for this year. I'm just the one doing the work. I appreciate you. You are on the gas with it. You are on task with it, and it's a rad thing. Later I'll tell you about some other pieces to the pie, but we did talk to Danielle on Saturday. We got to see her with Tread Lightly, and she was just stoked that we were able to have 30 people from around the country be certified. Now, we do have one more certification this year in 2021, and that will be November 19th. It's a Friday. It's just before our 2-day class. So if you're coming in for our 2-day class, make sure that you are staying or coming a day early so that you can be a part of that certification class. It's 8 hours. It's fun, believe it or not. At least I think it's fun. You guys can say anything different. And then we get certified, and now you are able to talk on behalf of Tread Lightly across the country and help others be responsible recreationalists off-road. So that's the whole point, right? Get more information online. Then we started into our 5 days of awesomeness, aka no sleep. I was yawning earlier today. I need a nap. The girls that were online with us at the 4 o'clock call, they're like, yep, it's fine. It'll be fine. So Wednesday night, we kicked it off with a great dinner and a hangout and kind of chatting and talking about new stuff and things that we needed to do for the weekend, what was going to happen. And I had an option for them on Friday. I'm like, well, we can either go run a full day trail, or we can run a half day trail and go to the Overland Expo. And they're like, boom, there it is. I think they all jumped out of their seats more than likely, but it was very much an overwhelming, that's what we're doing, Charlene. Like, okay. So on Thursday, so that helped me understand like where we were all at. So on Thursday, we went and did a fun trail. We ended up out at the river, which was, actually it's a lake. We ended up out at a lake, hanging out. We did some winching. We pulled some winch line. We stretched some winch line. We did a bunch of thought processing on how winch line comes out. What if we don't have enough? How do we deal with this? How do we really get ourselves unstuck? And then, of course, we had to have lunch. Remember, themes here are food. We had lunch. We had our feet in the water. It was an amazing day. We just kind of sat there and hung out. Well, these birds, let me tell you about these birds. They just wanted our dessert. We turned our back to the table and these birds were up there and just aggressive little guys. So then on our way back, our navigation team, our navigation group will smile. We got to play Easter eggs on the way back. So we threw some Easter eggs out into the desert and the ladies got to find them on the way back. And it was very interesting, actually. Didn't go as planned, which what does, but we didn't have any service at the beginning. And so you were literally just trying to find how your blue dot got to the red spot. And you just had to kind of walk around and figure out where you were, which is awesome. And then as we got closer to the end of the trail, you finally got service. And so then you could really be successful. I actually didn't go as planned, but guess what? Everything happens for a reason. I really liked the way that it ended up going. And everybody learned at different levels of how to play that because we're not always going to have service. That is our reality of being off-road. So it was a great test and a great option. Then what did we do Thursday night? Oh, we built race cars because we race, right? Yeah, we had a lot to do. Oh, that's right, Sherilyn. We found Sherilyn's knife that was lost while she was placing Easter eggs out there. And everybody that was part of the one class, the nav class, we found the missing egg. Yeah. So literally this egg moved itself. We're gonna go with an animal moved it just because we don't want to be super weird that like an egg moves itself. But yeah. So we found all kinds of great things on top of it. We made race cars on Thursday night. We hung out. We did great things. And then Friday, we got up entirely too early. There is not one of us that does not disagree with this. So we got up entirely too early on Friday, went up to Sedona, ran a quick Sedona trail on our way over to the Overland Expo, and then had an amazing half day at Overland Expo. The trail was fun, but the expo, as far as the day went, I can't even tell you how awesome it was walking around with these ladies. I gave them the choice. I'm like, you all, if you want to get through this show, it's probably in your best interest to peace out and go do your own route, do your thing, do whatever, or you're more than happy to walk with me, but I don't know how far we're going to make it. And none of them left. They all stayed right there. They're like, yeah, we'll just walk with you. And I'm like, okay, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Surprisingly, I'm actually very proud. We made it through a majority of the show. We kept the pace going, and this was only a half day. But as I came across some of our partners, as I came across my friends, I was able to introduce them to each other, and it was an incredible opportunity. And then also the people that were working their booths, I'm like, okay, boosh, tell them. Here's your group of ladies, tell them about your product, tell them what's going on. And there's nobody at that show that doesn't love to talk about their product, especially with people that are interested and want to learn. And that's who you are. And so they love it to the nth degree when I bring a group around and they're able to talk about what they have going on and how this works or how that works or answer your questions. So they were very satisfied too. They really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. Everybody enjoyed it. Yeah. And then the lessons learned, like we even learned about coolers, right? And I kind of make a little bit of fun about this, but no different. Even ice coolers have a bunch of technology in it. And I don't think I had ever listened to him talk about his coolers and what's different about them versus everybody else's. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes a ton of sense. No wonder these are the best coolers out there. So it's fun to do the aha moments as you get engaged with the education and the technology behind each of the products. So we got through the day, and the evening was a networking opportunity. So I got us into a SEMA networking group, and the ladies got to meet some more people. I got to meet some new people. It was exciting to be able to meet new people, see what they had going on. Many people were asking about Ladies Off-Road Network, probably because there were 7 of us, 8 of us there with Ladies Off-Road Network plastered across our shirts. So that might have been part of the reason why. But it was an awesome opportunity to get that conversation started. And the ladies were talking about Ladies Off-Road Network as well. It wasn't just me. So many of them were having conversations with industry people within that group saying, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening. This is everything that's going on. So I love that. Love that part of it for sure. So that, oh, and then we went to dinner. It was late and we got home late. So we got up entirely too early and we got home really late. Everybody pretty much took a shower and boosh, they went to bed. Because guess what? We had to get up early next day. So we got up early on Saturday. There's a trail that I wanted to run. It's one of our more popular trails around here. It's a more challenging trail. Actually, it's a challenging trail. And there's many people that won't go run it. But the part that I like about this trail is it has multiple lines at each obstacle. So running it on a Saturday was a little risky if we were going to have a bunch of people pushing us or a bunch of people in front of us. But somehow we had nobody out there. Nobody was on either side of us. And it was an amazing day. And we stopped at every single obstacle. We got out. Everybody picked their line. They really started to see the line. And then we had people spotting. And so how to spot and how to make sure that they stayed on that line and how hands go. This is an inside joke right now. How hands go this way. And I really like that trail. I think that that's something that you guys are going to see more of, especially as you come in for 5 days in the future, because it just gives so much opportunity as options go and that learning phase. So then on Saturday night, it was time to race. Oh yeah. And if you've been here and you understand, you know the significance of race night. So we rushed home, had the racetrack all set up, ready for us, and it was time to race. And I have to say, I will give this in a public moment. So Tanya got the fastest race time of them all. Tanya's also been here 3 times, Tanya, or 2 times? I think this is her 3rd race car, if I remember correctly. So I want you to remember that it does also benefit you to think about your race car every single time you come back. And so she has been improving her race car and her racing skills, clearly, over and over and over again. And at this moment in time, I would also like to announce that Tanya is the current national points standing, or national time standing, I guess I should say, at the moment. But don't worry, there's chances to knock her off that podium, ladies. You still have chances. I know, right? Isn't this amazing? So this racing gets serious, and it is all on at the moment. You still have, let's see, you're going to still have one more chance. There's only one chance, actually, now that I think about it. There's only one chance to knock her off the podium, and that will be in December at the December Bash. Yes. So December Bash, we'll be making race cars, we'll be racing the race cars, and it's going to be like all in, all hands down. I don't know, this might get dangerous. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to come. Number 1, you definitely need to come. And number 2, just kind of check out online, and I will be posting some things about our racing coming up. But yes, don't worry, you don't need a vehicle. You make the race cars here. There's nothing you need. You don't even need a helmet. Could be more, it could be intelligent, but you don't. It's all a closed course environment, and it's very entertaining. Yes. Oh, I love it. So that was Saturday night, and we had a great evening hanging out. I showed the group earlier on 4 o'clock how we make s'mores in Arizona at night. We took the campfire and we put it right next to the pool, so all of our feet were in the pool, and we could still use the campfire and make our marshmallows, because there's no way anybody wanted to be around the fire that night. And we hung out and we laughed and we had a great time. And Sunday morning we woke up and had cake for breakfast. Yummy, because it was Jenny's birthday. And so we had a bunch of fun for that. And then everybody left and everything was so quiet. And I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? Yep, I took a nap. That's what's going to happen. So we've been back on task. There's a lot to do between this Wednesday and next Wednesday. I'm making this a very abrupt statement. Between this Wednesday and next Wednesday is paperwork central. So if you have something pending, if you have something I need to help you with, this Wednesday to next Wednesday, we need to get that in. So ladiesoffroadnetwork@gmail.com, 480-490-2019 on the text. Any of those kinds of things. Paperwork central for the next 7 days, Wednesday to Wednesday. Then I go off to Moab, then I go off to SEMA, then, right? We get back into a fast pace again. So this week right now, this Wednesday to Wednesday, let's make sure that I get everything I can possibly get done for you handled and get after it. I work late at night. Don't hesitate not to text. Don't hesitate not to email late at night. Don't call in the mornings. Bad playing. But you can still call, you can still email, you can still text, and I'll still get back to you a little bit later. All right? So that's how I roll. That's what we're after. I know that there's definitely some loose ends out there. We need to get the December bash up and running. I hear a lot of people are coming. I cannot wait. October, we have my birthday month. We're going to Moab. Yay. We're leaving next Friday-ish. Yep. But we'll see you all on Sunday. I still have openings. So if you would like to join us in Moab and you're that girl, you're the one that says, whoosh, I want to go. Come, let's get you signed up. Let's get you coming. Let's have some fun. We still have some openings for you to do that. I don't want you to think, oh, it's too close. No, that's not the way we roll. We roll right up to the last minute like usual. So let's get you in there too. If you're that girl, I'm all in. Yes, let's help you out. Also in October, we are doing, let me see, the little piece of paper fell down. So our campfire is not going to be until the 19th, October 19th, but the topic did get decided. So in October, it is, if I get bigger tires, ... Like what needs to happen? So gears, lift, drive shaft, axles, rear tire carrier, steering, speedometer, lockers, axle shafts. Yeah, all that needs to change potentially. And then you're like, oh, and I was thinking about getting bigger tires. That sounds very expensive. It potentially can be very expensive. So October, the campfire is all about if I get bigger tires, ... All right. So that is coming up in October. What else do we have in October? Oh, the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame is going to be in October. That will be on the 30th. It's a Saturday night. That's their induction ceremony. I will be there. And I will be hosting the live coverage. So if you're not there, you can at least go to their live coverage and see all the people ahead of time and who all is there. Oh goodness, we also have our top 10 weekend. That will be October 21st to the 24th. So those ladies will be there, which is going to be exciting. And then we roll right into SEMA. If you're going to be at SEMA, make sure you let me know. We have parties that you can be attending with us. So make sure that we keep each other in the loop, and we'll get a SEMA group going to SEMA, which then we turn right into the leadership weekend. Yeah, so I have to leave SEMA and come home to a bunch of girls for the weekend. But we're going to be so enthusiastic because I'm coming off of SEMA. We're going to say, yes, this is what we got going on. This is the feedback I just got. This is how we want to go forward. And then be able to bring that back to my partners the very next week and say, this is what we're doing, which I'm really excited about. And with that, at the end of December, in the very beginning of December, is the 12 days of giving. So then I have about 3 weeks to a month for me to finalize my 2022 plans so that all of you guys know what's happening in 2022 in December. And a lot of people, they're like, well, we didn't know this was happening and we didn't know this was happening. Ladies, you know in December, okay? The calendar is out in December. We only cancel things and add things, but the majority of everything is in December. If we cancel it, it's because not enough people are interested in not coming. If we add things, it's because, well, Charlene had an open weekend and she's crazy like that. So just be aware of that. Like most everything is already on the calendar in December. Our scavenger hunt's going to end in November. Our resolution is going to end in November. So we have 2 big programs, online programs ending. And in November, on that 19th, we have the last tread trainer certification on the 19th. And then the 20th and the 21st is our very last 2-day of 2021. I have a lot of girls coming. Sign up for that. This is going to be a fun one. We have girls flying in. That is going to be like the rah-rah end of education for the year. Then in December, it's our end of year bash. You guys are going to see me launch that this week now that I'm at my desk. It's going to go up. The website's going to get tidied up a little bit on some of the things that we've just finished. The end of year bash is going to come up, and we are going to have some fun in December. It is not a learning element. It is a come and hang out, meet people, all the people that are online. Let's do some cool stuff. I have some interesting things planned for you. You already know we're racing. We already know that. And I have some other interesting things planned for you as well. Yeah, hashtag never bored. So I don't want you to be feeling like you're bored at all. And I would also plan on staying for most all of Sunday, if not into Monday, because Sunday can be a long day if we do what I want to do. But of course we're going to do what I want to do. So Sunday is going to be a long day. Let's just put it that way. Okay, now that we're clear on that. Or you can leave at any point on Sunday also, if you want. So no stress there either. Yeah, we'll get into that. But you can leave at any point you want on Sunday. We can make that work. See how we make these things happen? That's how it's going to go. And then we have December, 12 days of giving. We give all kinds of stuff away. We talk about the all of 2022, which I'm already working on. It's going to be crazy. Got some good ideas, some bad ideas, and those good ideas generally are bad ideas, but I think it's going to work out in the long run. So lots going on. But what I want you all to hear is, number 1, December bash. Let's do this thing. Number 2, if you haven't done your tread lightly certification, November 19th, let's get it off your list. Let's help you be successful. Our last training of the year is in November 20th, 21st. Let's get that done. Make sure that you guys find time in your schedule and let's handle it. You can fly in, you can make it work. No big deal. Lots to do. And if there's anything I can help you with and be successful this week, Wednesday to Wednesday, let's do this thing. And that includes the weekends. Like, weekends don't matter. I don't work like that. So yeah, notice I work every single weekend. We're on the trail, we're doing something. So weekend to weekend, Wednesday to Wednesday, let's make sure that we're handling what you need and get it taken care of. If you have somebody else in your circle that you know is needing something, let's get that taken care of. Let's get you to Moab. Let's get you here. Let's get us having some fun. Let's make sure that all of our online programs are going great. I'm seeing some amazing things from the scavenger hunt ladies. You're getting more. Don't worry, there's more to come. Oh, look who decided to come. See what I'm saying? So see that tail that goes by? Well, I did that. Held it down. Oh, if you missed the very beginning, I did a SEMA call this morning where I was presenting on how to network with people. And so I took the cat's collars off so that they wouldn't make all kinds of noise. You guys are used to it, but we're not really they're not used to it, right? And so I'm like, well, they're either gonna fight or something's gonna happen. Oh no, Oil did exactly this. He walked across, he wanted to hang out, he just kept walking by, and you guys are used to having the tail go by, right? Like this. So I held his tail down so they wouldn't do it, and then he wanted to hang out even more. So I just kind of held him up and just like let him be part of the conversation, just like nothing was wrong, just like I always do. And so we talked about networking. Oh, it was awesome. These freaking cats. I love it. So I hope that is your laugh for the evening. Have a great rest of your Taco Tuesday. Let me know how I can help you. Let's manage stuff. Let's get it done. And yeah, thumbs up. That totally just happened. 3 thumbs up. 3 thumbs up from over here. All right. You guys have a great night. There's my laugh for the night. That was hysterical. I appreciate you and putting up with all of this. So funny. Oh, Oil, you're crazy. All right. Have a good night. I appreciate you.